So students, we are in logarithmic differentiation. Why, how we have used the logarithms in the last class we have seen. So we need to continue problems on that category. Next problem. Before we come to next problem, we take brief review of that last class. So in the last class, what we have seen is that we know there is a formula for differentiation of x to the power of a, namely a into x power a minus 1, and even there is a formula for differentiation of a power x, which is a power x into log a, and even we can write answer for differentiation of a power a, as a power a is constant. Obviously the differentiation will be 0, but in all these three cases we have an answer for derivative when we meet this function, namely in particular when we consider differentiation of x to the power of x, suddenly we cannot tell the answer from these references, because here x power a, here power constant, but the power is variable, here base constant, here base is variable, here both base and exponent are constant, so none of these three categories are matching here. Directly we can't write answer for such kind of functions derivative. Obviously in such cases we should take log on both sides, apply logarithms to given equation, and after applying logarithms make use of possible logarithm theorems like log m raised to n, log mn, log m by n, whichever suits that log theorem to be adopted, and after that differentiate, and lastly replace back value of y, that will be the desired answer for dy by dx. So in the last class what we have seen is that logarithms are very much essential when function is defined by y equal to f of x to the power of g of x, or function y is defined by f1x into f2x into f3x into f4x and so on. If there is a product of number of functions, in this case also make use of logarithms to reduce given function into simplest form. Even a function defined by division of number of functions, that is f1, f2, f3, f4, so on, divided by g1, g2, g3, g4, so on. Even in such cases also, for the sake of easier, first apply logarithms and then use logarithm theorems which are suitable, then go for differentiation. So in that last class we have solved some problems under this head. We continue problems on this type. Next problem. Find dy by dx if, find dy by dx if y equals to, find dy by dx if y equals to tan inverse x whole to the power x square plus 1. So let's write a solution of this problem. First write that again given problem. Given problem is y equals to tan inverse x whole power x square plus 1. And we can't write directly answer of dy by dx because of facts we know already in the last class. Because of it is function to the power of function, we need to apply first logarithms. Now taking logarithms on both sides. Now taking logarithms to equation 1, of course logarithm to the base C understood. Left side log y, right side log of tan inverse x to the power of x square plus 1. further log y equals to, and just like always it will be in the form of log p to the power of q or log m to the power of n, whose answer is n log m, means here x square plus 1 into log of tan inverse of x. So now this equation is just ready for differentiation. So let's differentiate both sides with respect to x. On differentiating 2 with respect to x. Left hand side, as usual, differentiation of log y 1 by y. Not only 1 by y into dy by dx. Whereas in right hand side, we need to apply product rule because of product of two functions. By product rule, first function x square plus 1 as it is into derivative of log of tan inverse x. Plus second function log of tan inverse x as it is into differentiation of x square plus 1. And further extension of steps. One by y into dy by dx equal to x square plus 1 remains the same multiplied by, it is a composite function, it is just like log u, differentiation of log u is 1 by u into du by dx means 1 by tan inverse x, not enough into differentiation of tan inverse x has to be written, whose differentiation is 1 by 1 plus x square plus log tan inverse x into multiplied by differentiation of x square plus 1 by sum rule. In that differentiation of x square 2x, differentiation of 1 is 0, that is total 2x. And in the process here x square plus 1 will cancel out, and at the same time y can be cross multiplied. So finally dy by dx will be defined by y will be cross multiplied, y into bracket, and in the bracket left is 1 by tan inverse x plus 2x into log of tan inverse x. So that's the final result for dy by dx, but it's your job to replace back value of y. Write down value of y, whatever it is given. Value of y was given in the problem as tan inverse x to the power of x square plus 1. Next problem. Under logarithmic differentiation. Find dy by dx if y equals to x to the power cot inverse x. Find dy by dx if y defined by x to the power of cot inverse of x. Solution. First write given equation, given y equal to x to the power of cot inverse x, call 1. Because of function to the power of function, directly we cannot differentiate. Logarithms application is essential. Taking logarithms on both sides. Let's use log on both sides, left side log y, right side log of entire function, namely log of x to the power of cot inverse of x. In the earlier class when I told everything in detail, after applying logarithms, it will be always in the form of, on the right hand side always in the form of log p to the power of q, which is given by q into log of p. That is by well-known logarithm rules. Hence, log y equals to cot inverse x into log x. Since by logarithm rule, namely log p to the power of q is defined by q into log of p. Now this equation ready for differentiation because it is not having function to the power of function format. That's why differentiating 2 with respect to x. Left side differentiation of log y will be known as 1 by y, not only 1 by y into y dash. Right side using product rule, first function cot inverse of x into derivative of log x plus second function log x multiplied by derivative of cot inverse x. Next 1 by y into y dash equals to cot inverse x multiplied by differentiation of log x is known as 1 by x, which becomes now here cot inverse x divided by x plus log x multiplied by the differentiation of cot inverse x formula is minus 1 divided by x square plus 1. Lastly, a step of simplification to be taken. Y will be cross multiplied. Y dash equals to y into bracket. In the bracket, cot inverse x divided by x. Next term will be with minus of log x divided by x square plus 1. That's the final answer. But already told that in first class only, replace compulsory value of y, whatever it is given. In this case, y is given as x power cot inverse x, that will replace by yourself. Next problem. If x to the power of x equals to y to the power of y, if x power x equals to y power y, then if x to the power of x equal to y to the power of y, then find the dy by dx. Or it will be given in exam. Show that dy by dx equal to 1 plus log x divided by 1 plus log y. Even it can be given as show that dy by dx equal to log ex divided by log ey. There are so many ways for this problem. So let's write first given question. Given question is x to the power of x equals to y to the power of y, come 1. because of function to the power of function, I mean variable to the power of variable, take compulsorily logarithms. Write that word yourself, taking log on both sides, log x power x equals to log y power y. And after applying log, one has to use compulsorily logarithm theorems which is suitable. Suitable is log p to the power of q, q log p, that means x into log x equals to y into log y. What is equation we got? We shall differentiate with respect to x. Differentiating 2 with respect to x. When we come to differentiation, already we know you have to first aware of rules, then formulas. Any set. Here product, use product rule. Here also product, use product rule. Both sides first. By product rule, first function x into derivative of log x plus second function log x into differentiation of x. Same kind of the product rule to be applied in right hand side also, because of it is also a product of two functions. First function y into derivative of log y with respect to x plus second function log y into differentiation of y. X into differentiation of log x is known as 1 divided by x plus log x into differentiation of x is 1. Y into differentiation of log y is 1 by y, not only 1 by y, into y dash plus log y into differentiation of y with respect to x can be written as y dash. Now let us simplify to a possible extent or up to asking way up step. Left side, here x cancels, leaving out 1 plus next term will be log x into 1, that is log x. In right side, the first term y cancels, left is y dash plus y dash into log y. Or 1 plus log x is equals to, now in the right hand side there will be definitely a common. Here that common is y dash, on y dash common, left is 1 plus log y. And lastly, solving for y dash, which implies, which gives that, which implies that y dash is defined by 1 plus log x divided by 1 plus log y. So that's the final simplified answer. Sometimes this problem answer may be asked in different way. What answer we got, it can be extendable to some other format. Let's extend the got answer in some other way. That you have to continue only if it is asking in this manner, otherwise you stop for this step only, y dash equal to, and just continue further some more steps if it is asked. 1 means log e to the base e plus log x divided by, similarly in the denominator also 1 means log e, nothing means to the base e plus log y. Now both the numerator, denominator are simply in the form of log m plus log n, log of mn means log of ex divided by, similarly log of e plus log of y means log of ey. So log ex divided by log ey is the another way of asking answer for this problem. Next problem. Find the dy by dx if, so next question, under continuation of logarithmic differentiation, find the dy by dx if, find dy by dx if x to the power of y equals to y to the power of x. Last question was x power x equal to y power y. Here something different. Solution. First write given equation at again. Consider given equation. Call 1. Next step will be applying the logarithms on both sides. You read that sentence stating that applying or taking or using log on both sides. Now applying logarithms on both sides. Left side log x to the power of y, right side log y to the power of x. And using as usual log theorem, log p to the power of q, q log p means y log x equals to x log y. Next step, differentiating on both sides. Differentiating with respect to x on both sides, and obviously both sides using product rule. Let's use both sides product rule. Here product rule, here also product rule. First function y into the derivative of log x plus second function log x into differentiation of y. Right hand side also by product rule. First function x into differentiation of log y plus second function log y into differentiation of x. Y into differentiation of log x means 1 divided by x plus log x multiplied by differentiation of y, that is dy by dx, can be written as y dash. Or you can write dy by dx, no wrong in that, equals to x into differentiation of log y 1 by y. Not only 1 by y, into y dash plus log y into differentiation of x is 1. Further steps to be continued. Y into 1 by x may be written as y by x. Y by x plus log x into y dash equals to x by y dash plus log y into 1 is log y. Now we shall collect one side y dash terms. Before collecting one side y dash terms, if you want, you can multiply both sides by x into y. I mean here LCM x, here LCM y. They can be multiplied, cross multiplied. Or else you can say the word multiplying both sides by x into y. Both are same value, one end. So let's multiply both sides by xy. Here xy into y by x. Xx cancels, that gives y square plus xy log x into y dash. Here y cancels, x square into y dash plus xy into log y. Because of y dash terms are distributed there and here, they should be taken at one side. So let's solve for y dash. Collect y dash terms at one side. This y dash term brought to left side. This is non-y dash term shifted to right side. So when they shifted here and here, they will be at their proper positions on respective sides. So this will become say left side minus. This term becomes left side also minus. Hence it is xy into log x into y dash minus of x square into y dash is equals to right hand side xy log y minus of y square. Now in left side there is a common y dash. Even you can take common x also. So overall common x into y dash in left side. With common x into y dash, here left is y log x, here left is only x. That is y into log x minus x. Whereas in right side also we can take a common, here y, so y is and obviously common. With common being y, left is x into log y minus y. And lastly, only y dash. Only y dash means other than y dash terms, they will be shifted to right side. When they are shifted to right side, they will get divide because they are here multiplied. So only y dash is defined by y divided by x. The x will divide side other side, and that is multiplied by bracket x into log y minus y divided by y into log x minus x. That's the required answer for the given problem. Next question. If, next question, if x to the power of y equals to e to the power x minus y, if x power y equal to e raised to x minus y, then show that or maybe given just 5, then show that dy by dx equals to log x divided by log x plus 1 whole square. That's the problem. That's the asking value for dy by dx. So let's write the solution. First begin with given equation. Consider given equation. Given equation is namely x to the power of y equals to e to the power of x minus y. Say 1. As we know in the previous classes and running class also, because of a variable to the power variable, directly we cannot get dy by dx. One should apply logarithms compulsory, taking log on both sides. With taking logarithms on both sides, log x power y equals to log of e to the power of x minus y. As usual, there is no changes in the steps in this kind of problems. After this, apply log theorem, namely log m raised to n log m, means what it become? Y log x. In the right hand side, x minus y into log e. And in logarithms, nothing base means e base. Further, y log x is equals to x minus y multiplied by log e to the base e value is 1, or y log x equals to x minus y into 1 is x minus y. Since we want to divide by dx exclusively in terms of x, so we shall get now only y in terms of x. Means we shall transfer from implicit equation to explicit equation, because of answer dy by dx is to be noted in the form of only x. That's why we shall get y first in terms of x. In that process, minus y becomes at left side plus y. That is y log x plus y equals to x. In the left side, obviously common. Common is y. After common y, left is log x plus 1 equals to x, which implies only y. What is only y? X divided by log x plus 1. Let's differentiate 2 with respect to x, and we can get answer very easily in that manner. Now, differentiating 2 with respect to x. Left hand side dy by dx, but right hand side, because of u divided by v, we need to apply quotient rule. So let's apply quotient rule. Quotient rule says denominator whole square, that means log x plus 1 whole square, then denominator log x plus 1 into differentiation of x. I mean differentiation of numerator x minus, because we are in quotient rule, minus numerator x into differentiation of log x plus 1. So dy by dx equals to log x plus 1 into differentiation of x is known as 1. That 1 can be omitted, means it can be ignored. Minus x into differentiation of log x is 1 by x, whereas differentiation of 1 is 0, divided by log x plus 1 whole square. Here 0 left out, you may just separate yourself, and after that 0 left out, obviously xx will cancel out. So after x cancellation, left is log x plus 1 minus 1, and finally 1 minus 1 will cancel out, hence divided by dx equals to log x divided by log x plus 1 whole square. That's the required answer. Next problem under this type. Find dy by dx if, question is that, find dy by dx if, find dy by dx if x to the power of cos y equals to y to the power of cos x. If x power cos y equal to y power cos x, then find dy by dx. Solution. Write first given problem at again. Once again write given problem separately, given that whatever, call 1. And because of function to the power function, there is no other option at all. Means taking log is the only option. Taking logarithms on both sides. Log bracket x power cos y equals to log bracket y to the power of cos x. So once again in the form of log m to the power of n, that is defined by n into log m, means cos y into log x. Right hand side cos x into log y. Now differentiating with respect to x on both sides. Next, differentiating with respect to x. And when we differentiate, ultimately both sides we need to apply product rule. First function cos y into derivative of log x plus second function log x into derivative of cos y. Right hand side also similarity. In the right hand side, first function cos x into derivative of log y plus second function log y into differentiation of cos x. So cos y into differentiation of log x is known as 1 by x. So written as cos y divided by x in a running matter plus log x into differentiation of cos y minus sin y, not only minus sin y, into y dash. Right hand side cos x into differentiation of log y is 1 by y into y dash plus log y into differentiation of cos x is minus of sin x. Actually, some students, some people do the mistake in such steps. If you did not maintain the bracket here, here as well as here, it's completely different in meaning, because log y multiplied with this result, if you did not add bracket, what's the actual meaning become? Meaning become subtraction, does not become multiplication. So bracket is very important, that to be taken care very correctly wherever necessary, not when it is necessary. When bracket necessary, you please make use of them. Next step, on continuation. Cos y by x, no change. Here plus of minus, minus y dash into sin y into log x right hand side cos x by y into y dash minus sin x into log y. Now let's collect two y dash terms together. Want to correct that word for your understanding's sake? If you want, you can write collecting y dash terms at one side. So in that process, this y dash term shifted to right side and this negative term shifted to left side. So now I am writing the terms at proper side, especially keeping y dash terms at one side. In that process, we get now cos y by x plus cos y divided by x plus sin x into log y. Equals to right hand side. This minus term will become that side plus cos x by y, y dash plus sin y log x into y dash. Left side, no any changes, cos y divided by x plus sin x into log y. Whereas in right hand side, there will be common is y dash. On taking common being y dash in the bracket, cos x by y plus sin y into log x. And if you want, you can take another step. Choice is yours. Multiply both sides by x into y. Not compulsory. Just to avoid that fraction notation. To avoid this fraction notation, you can multiply both sides by x into y. So after multiplying with x into y both sides, here x will cancels, leaving out y into cos y. Here x into y will multiply xy sin x log y. In right hand side, y dash into bracket. Because of xy's multiplication, here y cancels, left is x cos x. In the second term, xy sin y log x. Hence, finally, only y dash. What's only y dash? Left hand side bracket divided by right hand side bracket will be the final answer for y dash. So now finally dy by dx equals to, or y dash equals to this LHS complete bracket divided by RHS complete bracket, means y cos y plus xy sin x into log y all this is divided by x cos x plus xy into sin y log x. So that's the final result for y dash. Like this, any other kind of examples may be there. Whenever you have any variable to the power of variable, compulsorily take the help of logarithms, apply logarithms, use the logarithm theorems, differentiate and collect y dash terms at one side and get the answer for dy by dx. In the last class also we have seen we have to make use of logarithms even though there is a product of number of terms, division of terms. So let's see in the next class how to find dy by dx when we have product of number of terms, division of number of terms, etc. We continue in the next class. One can notice logarithm form just like implicit equation form, because the answer of dy by dx is some more number of times in terms of x as well as y.